My beloved child, I am reaching through the veil of heaven to speak directly into your heart, because I am trying to save you from a tragedy that stands at your doorstep. Yes, listen closely now, for these are not empty words carried on the wind. Your heart, that sacred drum I placed within your chest, is in danger. The rhythm I gave it is faltering, and if you do not pay attention to what I am about to tell you, you may lose the very gift of breath I so lovingly gave you. Do not let panic seize you. Do not allow fear to flood your mind like a river breaking through its banks. I am here, and I speak not to frighten you but to awaken you. I speak because love refuses to stay silent when the beloved walks toward a cliff edge in darkness. I have been watching you, my precious one, every moment, every breath, every tear you thought no one saw. I have witnessed the weight you carry on your shoulders, heavy as stones, pressing down until your very spine bends beneath the burden. I have seen the exhaustion etched into your face like lines drawn by a weary artist. I have felt the confusion swirling in your mind like leaves caught in an autumn storm, and I have heard your heart, oh, that beautiful heart I fashioned with my own hands, crying out in a language beyond words. You are standing at a crossroads, and the path you choose in this moment will determine whether you walk toward healing or toward destruction. I am not speaking in metaphors or distant spiritual concepts. I am speaking about the flesh and blood reality of your existence. Your heart, that muscle that has beaten faithfully since I breathed life into you in your mother's womb, is showing you signs. It is sending you messages like desperate prayers rising from deep within your body. The tiredness that washes over you like a heavy blanket, the shortness of breath when you climb stairs or rush to catch something you nearly forgot. The pressure in your chest that you dismiss as nothing. These are not your enemies, my child. These are my gentle knocks on the door of your awareness, asking you to stop, to listen, to turn around before it is too late. When I created you, I wove every fiber of your being with intention and precision. Every vein that carries blood through your body, every cell that works in harmonious silence, every beat of your heart that keeps time with the rhythm of life itself. All of this I made perfect, but perfection requires care. A garden, no matter how beautifully designed, will become overgrown and choked with weeds if the gardener abandons it. You have been pushing your body beyond what it was meant to endure. You have filled it with stress as though stress were armor that could protect you. But stress is not armor. It is poison that seeps into your bloodstream, hardening your arteries, stealing your peace, and making your heart work twice as hard just to keep you alive. You have convinced yourself that rest is weakness, that stopping means failing, that you must keep moving or everything will fall apart. But I tell you this truth, and hear me clearly, even strong wood will crack when the rain soaks it too long. Even mountains erode under relentless wind, and your heart, beautiful and resilient as I made it, cannot bear endless weight without consequence. Listen to me now. Your heart is not a machine built in some factory. It is a living temple where my very breath dwells. It is sacred ground, and you must treat it as such. Every choice you make, every emotion you allow to take root in your soul, affects this temple. When you choose anger, when you nurse bitterness like a familiar companion, when you replay old wounds like a broken record, when you grip worry with white knuckles and refuse to let go, your heart feels all of it. The weight grows heavier, the rhythm falters, the light dims. But when you choose peace, when you release forgiveness like a dove from your hands, when you speak kindness even when it costs you something, when you wrap yourself in gratitude like a warm blanket on a cold night, your heart breathes again. The burden lifts. My light flows through you like water through a clean channel, and you become who I always intended you to be. I need you to understand something that you have forgotten in the noise and hurry of your life. You were never meant to carry everything alone. You were never designed to hold the weight of the world on your shoulders while pretending you are fine. That is not strength, my child. That is slow self-destruction disguised as responsibility. True strength, the kind that makes heaven itself take notice, is found in the courage to pause. It is found in the wisdom to say, I cannot do this alone, and I do not have to. It is found in the humility to rest, to cry, to admit weakness, to ask for help, to lean into my embrace instead of running from it. Put your hand on your chest right now. Feel that steady beat beneath your palm, That is me reminding you that you are still here. That is my voice in rhythm saying with every pulse, you are alive, you are loved, you are not forgotten. I still have plans for you that are greater than your pain, deeper than your confusion, and more beautiful than anything you have yet imagined. Every heartbeat is a gift. Do not throw this gift away by ignoring the vessel that carries it. Drink water, clean and pure, the way I created it to flow. Walk under the sun I painted across the sky for you. Eat the fruits and grains that grow from the earth I designed to nourish you. Sleep when your body begs for rest, and do not feel guilty for it. Rest is not laziness. Rest is the sacred time when I repair what the world has worn down, when I restore what stress has depleted, when I whisper healing into your bones and blood. But health is not only about the body you can see, it is also about the heart you cannot see. The one that holds your emotions, your memories, your wounds. That heart needs care too. There are things you have been carrying for far too long. Old conversations that cut you and still bleed when you remember them. Betrayals that left scars across your soul, words spoken in anger that echo in the quiet moments. Pain inflicted by people you trusted, people you loved, people who should have known better. You replay these moments like a film reel that never stops. And each time you watch them, the poison spreads a little deeper. I am asking you now, my beloved, let them go. Release the past from your clenched fists. Forgive those who hurt you, not because they earned it or deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Holding on to anger is like holding fire in your bare hands. It burns you, not them. Drop it, and you will feel the relief wash over you like cool rain on a scorching day. I will handle justice. That is my job, not yours. Your job is to protect your heart, to guard your peace, to live in the freedom I purchased for you. Do not think for one moment that I am far from you. I am not sitting on some distant throne watching from a place you cannot reach. I am closer than your next breath. I am in the air that fills your lungs. I am in the warmth of the sun on your face. I am in the quiet moments when you feel a sudden, unexplainable peace. I see every tear you have tried to hide, every cry you have muffled into your pillow, every moment you sat in silence wondering if anyone truly understands. I do. I understand every part of you, even the parts you hide from yourself. And I am not disappointed in you. I am not angry. I am reaching for you with hands scarred by love, calling you back to health, back to peace, back to me. You have filled your life with noise, constant distractions, endless tasks, anything to avoid the quiet where you might hear the truth you have been running from. But I need you to stop running now. I need you to sit in the silence and listen, not with your ears, but with the deepest part of your spirit. That is where my voice lives, in the stillness beneath the chaos. You have been trying to control everything because you are afraid. Afraid of loss, afraid of failure, afraid that if you let go for even a moment, everything will crumble. But you are not the one holding the universe together, my child. I am, and I have never once dropped you, not when you were born, not when you stumbled through your darkest days. Not now, trust me. Release your grip on what you cannot control anyway, and watch how peace floods in to fill the space fear once occupied. There are people in your life who drain you. You know who they are. They take and take, but they never pour anything back into you. They speak words that leave bruises on your soul. They create chaos wherever they go and expect you to clean it up. I am not asking you to hate them, but I am asking you to create distance. Love them from afar if you must, but do not sacrifice your peace on the altar of their dysfunction. You have spent too many years trying to earn love from people who were never capable of giving it, while my love has been here all along, steady and unchanging, asking for nothing but your willing heart. You cannot add to my love for you, and nothing you do can subtract from it. It is complete, eternal, unshakable. Let that truth sink deep into the soil of your soul until it takes root and grows into unshakable confidence. The voice inside your head has become cruel. You speak to yourself in ways you would never speak to anyone else. You criticize every mistake, magnify every flaw, and ignore every victory. Stop. I need you to stop wounding yourself with your own thoughts. Speak to yourself the way I speak to you, with patience, with grace, with the understanding that you are still growing, still learning, still becoming. Every mistake you have made does not define you. Every time you have fallen and gotten back up, heaven has celebrated. Every moment you chose kindness when bitterness was easier. I was proud of you. You think you have failed, but I see a warrior who refuses to surrender. You think you are broken, but I see someone I am still carefully shaping into something magnificent. Do not live in the past, drowning in regret and replaying what cannot be changed. That door is closed, and no amount of staring at it will open it again. Do not live in the future, consumed by fear of what might happen. That day has not arrived, and worrying about it steals the gift of today. Live here in this breath, in this moment where I am. When you walk, feel the ground beneath your feet. When you eat, taste the flavors I designed for your pleasure. When you rest, rest with the trust that I am watching over you while you sleep. The world moves at a frantic pace, but your soul was not made to keep up with that speed. Your soul moves at the pace of eternity, slow and steady and deep. Follow that rhythm, not the noise of the culture around you. I have written a story for your life, and nothing can erase it as long as you stay close to me. Your heart is not only physical, it is spiritual. When it weakens, it is often because your inner world is out of balance. Feed your heart with joy, with laughter that comes from deep in your belly, with prayer that connects you to the source of all life, with stillness that allows you to hear my whisper beneath the shouting of the world. Go outside and feel the wind on your face. That is my breath reminding you that I am real, that I am here, that I am closer than you think. Watch the sun rise, painting the sky in colors no human artist could replicate. That is my artistry, my daily reminder that every morning is a chance to begin again, to choose differently, to step toward healing instead of harm. Do not bury yourself in sadness. Pain will come, yes, because you live in a broken world. But pain is not meant to be your permanent residence. It is a teacher, a season, a passage you move through, not a place you settle into. Let it come, learn what it has to teach you, then release it and make room for the peace I want to pour into the empty spaces. If you want to heal, truly heal, you must forgive yourself. You have punished yourself long enough for things you cannot undo. The past is gone. You cannot rewrite it, but you can decide what you will do with this moment, and the next one, and the one after that. Choose life, choose peace, choose health. Every small choice matters more than you know. Drinking water instead of ignoring your thirst. Speaking words of hope instead of complaint. Resting before you collapse instead of pushing until you break. Smiling at your reflection instead of critiquing every imperfection. These small acts of kindness toward yourself are like seeds. Plant them daily, water them with consistency, and soon they will grow into a garden of strength and wholeness. Do not let despair whisper lies in your ear. It will tell you it is too late, that you are too far gone, that the damage is done. But as long as breath moves through your lungs, it is not too late. I have raised the dead. I can certainly restore your strength, renew your hope, and heal what feels beyond repair. Your story is not over. What looks like an ending is only a chapter break. There are pages yet to be written, songs yet to be sung, mornings yet to greet you with new mercies. You cannot see it now because worry has clouded your vision, but trust me, soon you will look back and understand why I asked you to hold on just a little longer. Even when you cannot see me working, I am. Even in the silence that feels like absence, I am moving pieces into place, preparing blessings you have not yet imagined, healing wounds you thought were permanent. Be careful with what you allow into your mind, the things you watch, the voices you listen to, the content you consume. All of it becomes food for your soul. Feed yourself with light, not darkness. Speak life over your circumstances. When you bless others, even when it costs you something, you open channels for blessing to flow back into your own life. That is how my kingdom works. What you give circles back to you multiplied. Your heart is not just a muscle that pumps blood. It is the meeting place between your spirit and your body, the bridge between the eternal and the temporary. When your heart is at peace, everything else begins to align. That is why I am so insistent that you protect it from stress, from bitterness, from neglect. Listen to your body when it speaks to you. It communicates through sensation, through tiredness, through pain, through energy and lack of it. Do not silence these messages with distractions or medications that mask symptoms without addressing causes. Learn to hear what your body is telling you. Rest when you are weary. Seek help when you need it. There is no shame in needing care. Even my greatest servants needed rest. Even they had moments of weakness. You are made of dust and divinity, and both parts of you must be honored. You have been running from yourself, filling every quiet moment with noise and activity, anything to avoid sitting with what is inside you. But running only makes the distance longer. Stop, turn around. Face what you have been avoiding. I will be there with you, holding your hand, lighting the dark corners you have been afraid to look into. Some of your pain is buried deep, I know. It has roots that go back years, maybe decades. But my love is deeper than any pain, wider than any wound, stronger than any fear. I will reach into the places you have locked away and bring healing light there. You may cry, and that is good. Tears are the rain that washes poison from your soul. When the crying is done, you will feel lighter, as though you have set down a burden you forgot you were carrying. Practice gratitude, not as a religious obligation but as medicine for your soul. When you thank me for small things, your perspective shifts, fear shrinks and hope expands. Gratitude is the key that opens doors worry has locked. Even in hardship, there is always something to be thankful for. The ability to see, to hear, to taste, to feel another sunrise, another breath, another chance. When you live in gratitude, your health begins to transform. Your blood pressure lowers. Your stress hormones decrease. Your immune system strengthens. This is not magic. This is how I designed you to function. Gratitude realigns you with the frequency of heaven. And when you are aligned, healing flows naturally. Do not fear death, but do not invite it through neglect either. I have given you time, and time is the most precious currency in your earthly existence. Do not waste it on worry. Invest it in meaning. Help others who are struggling. Speak truth when lies are easier. Love people even when they do not love you back. Laugh until your sides hurt. Forgive quickly and release grudges before they take root. Let go of what does not serve your soul. The world will try to make you hard, to teach you that vulnerability is weakness, and that walls are safety, but I need you to stay soft. Your softness is not weakness. It is strength of a kind the world does not understand. It allows my light to pass through you unhindered. When others see your peace in the middle of chaos, they will know something different lives in you, and that difference is me. You do not need to understand everything. Some questions will not have answers in this lifetime, and that is part of the mystery of faith. You are not meant to see the whole road before you take the first step. I am only asking you to be willing to trust me enough to follow even when the path is unclear. Every time you stumble, I will help you stand. Every time you call my name, even in a whisper, I hear you and I answer. Do not measure your worth by your mistakes. Measure it by my love, which has never wavered, not for a single heartbeat. Challenges will come again. Difficulties are part of living in a broken world. But this time, face them with wisdom instead of panic. Breathe deeply. Speak to me in prayer. Take care of your body because it is the dwelling place of your spirit. Do not wait until pain forces you to stop. Choose rest before exhaustion. Choose healing before crisis. Choose peace before your heart gives out under the strain. You have the power to change direction at any moment. This very second you can make a different choice. Use that power now. Do not put it off until tomorrow, because tomorrow is a thief that steals your todays, while you wait for a perfect moment that never comes. I am not distant. I am not unreachable. I am within you, woven into the very fabric of your being. Every heartbeat echoes my presence. Every act of compassion reflects my character. I am not only your creator, I am your companion, walking every step with you, feeling every pain, celebrating every victory. Talk to me, tell me your fears, your dreams, your failures, your hopes. I already know them all, but when you speak them out loud, your soul releases its grip on them. Confession is not about me gaining information. It is about you finding freedom. My beloved one, I speak to you now with the full weight of heaven behind my words. Your body is not separate from your spirit. It is the house I built for your soul to dwell in. When you neglect your body, you close the doors of your own temple. When you care for it with intention and love, you honor the life I breathed into you. When I shaped you in the secret place before you were born, I gave you balance. Every system in your body works in harmony when you treat it well. But the world you live in is loud and fast. And many of my children have forgotten that their bodies are sacred. They run without rest, eat without thought, work without pause, and then wonder why they cannot hear my voice anymore. My child, you cannot hear heaven's whisper when your body is screaming for help. Caring for your health is not vanity. It is obedience. Your hands were made to serve. Your eyes were made to see beauty and recognize need. Your feet were made to walk in purpose. Your heart was made to love. If you weaken these through carelessness, you limit what I can do through you. I am powerful beyond measure. Yes, but I have chosen to work through you, to let your life become a vessel for my light. How can light shine clearly through a window thick with dust? Clean the window, and you will be amazed at how brightly I can shine through you. Feed your body with what gives it life, not what drains its strength. When you eat, eat with gratitude and awareness. When you rest, rest with trust instead of guilt. Even I rested after creation. Rest is sacred, a gift I gave you so your body and soul can return to balance, so I can repair what the day has damaged. When you rest in faith, trusting that I am watching over what you cannot control, your heart slows to its natural rhythm, the frantic pounding eases. Peace flows through your bloodstream like medicine. Your health affects your ability to connect with me. When your body is burdened with stress, pain, and neglect, your mind becomes foggy. You lose patience, clarity fades, peace evaporates. You become quick to anger, slow to love, trapped in fear, exhausted beyond reason. And though I am near, the noise of your suffering drowns out my whisper. But when you take care of yourself, when you breathe deeply, when you walk under the sky I stretched out like a canopy above you, when you eat the good food I caused to grow from the ground, when you sleep with trust instead of worry, your mind clears, your spirit opens, and then you can feel me more easily, hear me more clearly, sense my presence like a warmth that rises from within. I do not dwell only in buildings made of stone. I dwell in living temples, in hearts that beat with gratitude, in bodies that live in balance. When you move with intention, when you feed yourself with kindness, when you listen to what your body is telling you, you are praying. Every healthy choice is an act of worship. You honor me not only with songs and prayers spoken in church, but with the way you live in the body I gave you. You have seen people who speak beautiful words about faith, but neglect themselves so completely that their lives contradict their prayers. Their words ring hollow because their hearts are exhausted. You cannot love me deeply while hating the body I designed for you. You cannot preach peace while your own heartbeat is chaos. To truly connect with me, you must begin with balance, not just spiritual but physical. You must live as one whole being, not split between body and soul as though they are enemies. When you eat, I am with you. When you lay your head down and release your burdens to me, I am beside you when you wake and breathe in the new morning. I am the breath you take, but when you fill yourself with poison, whether through food, through toxic thoughts, or through relentless stress, you create a barrier between your heart and my voice. I do not leave you, but your pain builds a wall you cannot see through. Health is not only physical, it is mental, emotional, spiritual. When your mind is full of worry, you drain your strength faster than any physical labor could. When you speak harshly to yourself, you wound your temple from the inside. Stop. Stop hurting yourself with your own words. Speak life. Speak hope. You are not worthless. You are not broken beyond my ability to repair. You are not too late to heal. I am the great healer, and I live within you. But I can only heal what you allow me to touch. Open your clenched fists. Let me in. You ask for miracles while ignoring the small, daily miracles I place before you. The sun that rises to warm your skin, that is my healing. The water that cleanses and refreshes you, that is my blessing. The food that grows from soil, those are my gifts for your strength. The sleep that restores you, that is my hand covering you with peace. Stop waiting for dramatic signs while ignoring the sacred ones already surrounding you. I heal through the simple, the natural, the consistent. I work through the choices you make each day. When you harm your health, you dim your ability to serve others. A weary heart cannot love fully. A tired body cannot give joy. A chaotic mind cannot pray with focus. I am not saying this to shame you, but to remind you that you are needed. There are people whose lives will be touched by yours, and they need the strongest, most peaceful version of you. That is why I call you to health, not for pride, not for appearance, but for purpose. You have work to do, and I need you well enough to do it. I am the God of your spirit and the God of your body. I formed you from dust and breathed life into you. That breath is still in you. When you inhale, feel me filling your lungs. When you exhale, release the weight you were never meant to carry. Your breath itself is prayer. Treat it as sacred. How do you begin? Simply today. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Choose one thing. Drink more water, sleep 30 minutes earlier. Speak one kind word to yourself. Walk outside for 10 minutes, pray with your body in motion. Smile with real gratitude. Each small act is a seed. Plant them daily, and they will grow into a garden of strength, clarity, and peace. I will bless your efforts. I will walk beside you as you rebuild what has been neglected. Do not expect perfection. Some days you will stumble. Old habits will tempt you. You will fail. Do not hide from me when that happens. Come closer. I do not reject you when you fall. I help you rise. I am not counting your failures. I am celebrating your returns. Every time you come back to me, every time you choose health over harm, every time you pick yourself up and try again, heaven erupts in joy. Health and holiness are not separate. The more you align your physical life with truth, balance, and gratitude, the more your spiritual life will flourish. You cannot worship deeply while drowning in neglect. You cannot love fully while living in exhaustion. Health is the ground where strong faith grows. Tend to it, and you will see your connection with me deepen beyond anything you have known. Walk gently with yourself. Healing is not a race. It is a journey that unfolds one step at a time. I am patient, and I need you to be patient too. Listen to your body the way you would listen to a trusted friend. It speaks through hunger, through pain, through energy and its absence. Do not silence it. Learn its language. Let my words rest in your heart. I have not come to condemn you. I have come to guide you back to life, back to wholeness, back to the version of yourself I dreamed of when I first imagined you into existence. Your health is not just about the number of years you live. It is about the depth of connection you experience in those years. When you are well, you can feel me in every heartbeat, in every step, in every quiet breath. That is true communion, not distant ritual, but living presence. I want that for you, my beloved. I want you to know me not as a concept or a tradition, but as the breath in your lungs, the rhythm in your chest, the peace in your spirit. So rise now, begin again. Care for yourself as a sacred act, not as a burden. Let love guide every choice. Let peace rule your mind. Let gratitude fill your days from sunrise to sunset. When you do this, you will discover that I am not far above you in some unreachable place. I am within you, alive and present, speaking and healing and loving through every beat of your strengthened heart.